After Julius Randall went down with season-ending shoulder surgery, the New York Knicks' biggest lie got exposed to the entire NBA and Knicks fans like us, and we have to talk about this. So what's up, guys? Welcome back to Knicks Digest. It's Chris here, and we're going to jump right into the video as we always do, because the New York Knicks' biggest lie got exposed to the league when Julius Randall was announced to be out for the season with shoulder surgery stemming from that dislocated right shoulder that he got in that game at the end against the Miami Heat when Jaime Jaquez Jr. took kind of a questionable charge. Randall landed wrong, and then he never played again for the rest of the season, despite not missing a game up until that point, and at the time being day-to-day with a shoulder injury. The truth was not told to us, and this has been consistent with the New York Knicks. This marks the third time that we have seen a player randomly undergo a surgery when we have had zero, and I mean zero, anything from the New York Knicks. They did not tell us anything when Mitchell Robinson got surgery. They didn't tell us anything when Anobi got surgery. They didn't tell us anything before Julius Randall got shoulder surgery. We heard basically nothing from Tom Thibodeau. We heard absolutely nothing from Leon Rose and co. We were all left in the dark and had to get shocked by three different operations on our starting front court players, two of whom are the two best defenders on the Knicks in Robinson and Anobi. Now, in early December, Mitchell Robinson was out with ankle soreness. That's what it was qualified as, or classified as, ankle soreness. On December 9th, it was announced that Mitchell Robinson would miss the rest of the season by getting ankle surgery. Now, then after that, we see Julius go down with an injury. We see OG go down the same day with that elbow injury. And we heard the same stuff. Oh, they're day-to-day. It's soreness. And we didn't hear anything about Mitchell Robinson until this report that the New York Knicks applied for a hardship exception and that it got denied by the NBA, according to Woj, due to optimism that Mitchell Robinson could return from ankle surgery to play late in the regular season. They say that he underwent surgery to repair a stress fracture in his left ankle in early December, with ESPN reporting at the time that he'd be reevaluated in 8 to 10 weeks. And getting Robinson back for the playoffs obviously would have been huge for the New York Knicks. And guess what? It absolutely happened. But we didn't even hear that story from the New York Knicks. They told us that Mitch was out for the year. They told us we wouldn't be seeing Mitch till October of 2024. They didn't tell us anything. They just applied for the hardship and said Mitch was going to be out for the rest of the season. And they did that. That's how we heard that Mitch got surgery, is that the Knicks applied for a hardship exception. They didn't tell us anything. And then when Randall goes down, they listed him as day-to-day. OG Anobi, that same day, he started to miss time after January 27th, the same day that Randall got injured. And they said it was day-to-day with elbow inflammation. And here's what The Athletic had to say on this. This is from the article talking about Anobi when it first was reported that he got surgery. And they said the initial strategy was to see if rest and rehab would help, but doctors eventually decided that surgery would be the best route to get him at his healthiest during the most important part of the season. The Knicks are optimistic that OG can return to basketball activities in 3 weeks, according to a league source with knowledge of the injuries, and they expect the elbow to be back at 100% for the stretch run and the playoffs as well. The Knicks initially called OG Anunoby's injury elbow inflammation and was saying for the first week and a half that he was day-to-day until it got reclassified to bone spur irritation, and then obviously hearing 2 hours after the deadline that OG would miss time with a shoulder surgery, and that Tibbs told reporters he did not know when the surgery occurred, classifying he only knew that it did not happen the week prior, meaning that even Tom Thibodeau wasn't fully clear on what was going on with these injuries. Now, we saw the same thing with Julius Randall, as Fred Katz reported this, that he re-injured his shoulder 5 weeks prior to the surgery, after going through a full contact session, and the Knicks had said the whole time that Randall was never cleared for contact and that he was making progress. Now, if we continue, as Katz mentions, this comes after the Knicks said that OG Anobi was experiencing elbow inflammation, only for him to to get surgery for the bone spurs, as we mentioned. Upon OG's return from the surgery, the Knicks said his pain was normal bumps and bruises, but then he missed 9 games in a row. Now, once again, OG's back on the court now. Mitchell Robinson's back on the court. That's great news. But clearly what we are seeing is an organization lie to the media and lie to its fans about these injuries. And my big question is, why? What are you trying to accomplish by lying to your fan base about your players' injuries? I started to speculate that Julius was going to be out for the season probably a week or so before it was announced, because there's no reason why a dislocation is going to take 2.5 months unless there is a serious problem, such as it damaged some sort of ligament, or that it's just not stable and that you're going to need surgery to repair it anyway. Either way, with one of those two, whether it's not stable, whether it damaged other ligaments, you need surgery to repair that. You cannot go back and play. But apparently, the Knicks tried contact with Julius Randall 5 weeks ago and didn't inform the fans. All Tibbs kept saying is that he wasn't cleared for contact. Now, I know that I just mentioned that Tom Thibodeau did not know the full details about OG's surgery, but he's the head coach of the damn team. He knows if Julius Randall is doing contact. He's the one running the practices. Those are Tibbs' practices. So, yeah, Tibbs knew, and he lied to the fan base. I don't know why. I don't know if it was his idea. I don't know if Leon Rose specifically instructs Tibbs, hey, go out here and lie. Don't tell him the truth. Why the hell would we do that? We keep everything behind lock and key. Our organization is basically Fort Knox with any information that we will ever get on anything, whether it's trades or injuries. The one thing we have learned outside of the fact that Leon Rose, despite all this, is easily the best president / GM of basketball operations that the New York Knicks have had in, 30 years, maybe longer. I almost said Julius Randall because I'm really hyped up right now. But Leon Rose has been great at his job. I'm not trying to say that he hasn't, but this is infuriating for our fan base that we just cannot be told the truth at all. Randall was probably told don't tell anyone, or he probably would have talked about the contact before. It's not like he's hidden from the media. And Julius did speak on it, saying, I want everyone to know that I did everything in my power to get back this season. That was my intention, to be playing right now. That's why I didn't opt for surgery when it happened. But what it caused me to finally go through was around 5 weeks ago. I was going through a full contact session in pads and re-injured my shoulder. It wasn't stable. It felt like I was in the same state that when I first dislocated it, and it's been an uphill battle ever since. With the way that he's saying that, and as someone who has experience with dislocations, he re-dislocated his shoulder. That's what happened. He dislocated it again because it wasn't stable. And not only does that hurt, but it shows it's not stable. We never heard any of this from anyone in the Knicks organization until Julius told us. And he didn't tell anyone until it was already confirmed he was out for the year. I don't know why the Knicks are lying to their fan base. They've done it 3 times this year, have said, oh no, it's soreness. Oh, he's day to day. Oh, wait, he also just got surgery and is going to miss, half of the year now, or the entire season, depending on what time it is. I don't get why the Knicks are so obsessed with not telling the fan base anything. All we do as Knicks fans is support Leon and co, and we're right to, because Leon Rose is great at his job. But this one area is so annoying to deal with as a fan base, because why can't we know? Why can't the media know? Why do we have to wait and get shocked by all this news? Who are you helping here? Who's benefiting off this? Really, I just don't understand what the New York Knicks think when they do stuff like this. And as Julia said, I believe in this team and wanted to give it a try, but it didn't work out, unfortunately. It's a tough pill to swallow, but it was my only option at this point. It wasn't getting right. And he also said, I have no regrets about going through with this process. I had to give my chance to get back on the court for my team. I thought I could. That contact session derailed it. All Tibbs would ever say is, no, he's not cleared for contact yet. We're waiting for him to be cleared for contact. Well, clearly he was. and the New York Knicks hid it from us. It's their biggest lie. They hid the fact that their 24-point-per-game scorer, who also pulls down around 10 rebounds per game, shooting 47% from the field, also getting a nice amount of assists with that, is not... They lied. They just lied. And they've done this before. They did it with Mitch. They did it with OG. They constantly lie to their fan base. It is really infuriating. Leon Rose, thank the heavens, is great at every other part of his job, or Knicks fans should be up in arms about this. We should anyway. We should know. We deserve to know this stuff, but apparently not. Whatever. I guess this is what we're going to have to live with, is now that every time we ever hear that one of our players got injured, we cannot trust Tom Thibodeau and co. to give us the truth. Guys, comment your thoughts down below. Like this video. Subscribe to Knicks Digest. All that good stuff. Turn on post notifications. You're not going to feel that difference from one notification a day. It's really not going to change your life, but it will change mine. So be nice. Do that to me. Worked hard on this. Took me like 9 takes to record. So you guys don't care. Have a good day. Go Knicks.